Two versions at launch. If you watch my reaction, I was in shock. I walked away and went to that corner because that, in terms of the console wars, that's a big, I need to swear here, fucking deal. That is a massive deal. Because there's been all these rumors that Xbox has something called the Lockhart. The Lockhart is a cheaper version of the Series X. It's like a cheaper version, just like how they did this generation, which worked great for them. You want a cheaper model? Get the Xbox One S or our all-digital version. You want a more powerful thing? Get the One X. This next generation, they're just starting off with the Series X, which is the most powerful console still, but there's this thing called the Lockhart that's supposed to be a cheaper model of what their next generation is, but they haven't talked about it. Well, there's no need to, because if PS5 is just going to launch with a PS5 and everybody was thinking like Xbox might have this plan about here's our cheaper model and here's a more expensive model, and PS5 was going to like live in that middle ground or something. And everybody thought like let's just call it a Series S. Like the Series S, $300. The PlayStation 5, $400. The Series X, $500. Toss and turn the prices. And then there was all this talk that the PS5, like, its cooling unit's too much and it's too much expensive to make. So now everybody was like, oh, they're going to be even. The Series X and PS5 are going to be equal at $500. So I thought they were going to be equal priced, $500. And once Xbox saw what PlayStation's been doing, they're like, you know what? We don't need the Lockhart yet. Let's just focus on this big, powerful console, especially since the One X is going to be still something you can buy because they're making all their first-party stuff available for both consoles. That's the big pro-consumer move. Like, the only big difference between PlayStation and Xbox right now is that PlayStation is developing exclusive games. Xbox, they want you to be able to choose either of their consoles. You know, if you want to be on last gen or this gen, it's up to you. Nobody gets left behind. So it's like, you know, they're two different policies. But people thought that because of this and that the PS5 might be $500 and the Series X might be $500, okay, we don't need the Lockhart. We don't need the Lockhart. We'll do the Lockhart later on because the first year or two, we're going to let people still play on their ones. So that's their cheaper option. They could just get a One X. That's fine. But today, the PR people are watching this PlayStation stream. They see a second box, and the second they see that second box, they pull down their pants and are like, shit, dude, oh my god, we're getting spanked over here. The second they saw that second box, they were shitting in their pants and are like, what the fuck are we gonna do? We were gonna launch the Lockhart. We didn't think they would copy us. We didn't think they would copy what we're doing. But that's what Xbox is doing. Xbox made Game Pass so Nintendo and Sony come along and make subscriptions. Xbox makes a lesser model with their 360, making like a slim whatever, so PlayStation comes along and does the same thing. You know, Xbox does a lot of things in terms of, say what you want about their games, but in terms of like their hardware and their packaging and all that stuff, people follow them. The only thing that they did that people don't do is what the Kinect was. That's it. I am really curious to see how they respond to seeing, oh shit, Big Pap Sony has a second box. That was the biggest moment to me. When I saw that second box, you watch my reaction, everything I just went on a rant about, that was everything that was in my head. That is freaking insane. What do you guys think about that? Because that is like the biggest thing to me in terms of the console race. Xbox was looking at this and like, shit, they got some really good games, but you know what? We got our July event. We got some good games coming too. Everything's fine. Oh god, they're showing the console. No, it's okay. It's okay. We got first. We got first on that. It looks different than ours. That was to be expected. That was probably the most passionate rant I have ever done on a stream. That is hands down the most passionate rant I have ever gone on. I should just port that video over. I should just port that over as a video, shouldn't I? Okay.